We're 7 games into Florida A&M's football season. The Rattlers have rattled off 5 straight wins after what was a tumultuous start. A start I'm sure you all remember that included eligibility concerns of 26 football players, compliance issues that translated into players like Isaiah Land, B.J. Bohler, and Cameron Coven not being able to suit up for that very first game against North Carolina. It was a troubling time for this football program, a program that's without question one of the premier HBCUs in the country. Fast forward to present day. UNINTERRUPTED, it's an athlete empowerment media conglomerate spearheaded by LeBron James and Maverick Carter. They're stepping in to tell this story. Their mission is to empower athletes, and they've released a documentary about what the FAMU football program went through and the power that athletes' voices can have in creating positive change. Here's a snippet of what it details. You'll hear from star football players like Xavier Smith, Isaiah Land, B.J. Bohler, Jose Romo-Martinez, head coach Willie Simmons, and FAMU President Dr. Larry Robinson. And you can view this documentary in its full capacity exclusively on UNINTERRUPTED's YouTube channel. Defensive Player of the Year, Isaiah Land.
Everybody's looking for me to play.
Isaiah Land.
I'm on the front of every picture leading into UNC game. They gonna know, like I'm not gonna hold my tongue.
One of the most challenging days in FAMU history.
There was issues with eligibility.
Eligibility concerns.
89 players are now calling on the university to fix issues.
UNINTERRUPTED takes a closer look into what it was that went wrong.
It wasn't guys being ineligible, guys just wasn't certified. Everybody is making it seem as though, okay, these guys not going to class, they're not doing everything they're supposed to, and we were.
Like star player Isaiah Land, who was the face of those deemed ineligible.
I really kind of brushed it off because I passed all my classes, so it was no way I could just be sat down because of their mistakes.
Coach Simmons, he called the seniors into a meeting that morning, and he said, hey man, it's not fair, you know, this happened to me 19 years ago, and it's still happening to this day.
It wasn't just Land, it was 26 players not available for a game against an FBS opponent.
It was devastating.
Willie Simmons was made aware of the situation, and he left it up to the seniors on this team whether they wanted to travel and play this game.
We came together as a team, and we thought, like, we got to make a change. We got to say something. We can't stay quiet.
They knew they had to make a stand. Originally, they decided to sit the game out.
An hour or two later, like 5 people got clear, like just within an hour of us saying we're not going. And that kind of opened my eyes, because like it wasn't going to get handled unless we did that. Like it would probably still be 26 people ineligible right now if we would have never did that. I believe that wholeheartedly.
After going to Chapel Hill severely shorthanded and opening eyes with just how well they hung in there with North Carolina, the players realized the power of their voices, leading to the release of the player-written letter to FAMU President Dr. Larry Robinson.
We as a senior leadership group, we just talked and we just wanted to know, like, how could we get people to hear us? How can we get people to, you know, understand what we're going through, understand our pain?
Us doing that was really just to open the world's eyes on what we go through as college athletes. I feel like most schools like Georgia, Alabama, they don't go through this type of stuff as a team. I feel like that's why they're able to win championships, because their players don't have to worry about being late on rent. They don't have to be worried about their FAFSA check never coming in.
Some of us didn't have summer aid, and some of us were sleeping on the floor. Some players were sleeping in the locker room because they didn't have, you know, a place to stay.
Not a personal attack, simply looking for support and advocating for themselves.
It was young people saying, hey, here's some issues that we feel we're facing, and we need to figure out what we're going to do about it.
You know, these are some very smart, capable, intelligent young men who brought some issues forward that, you know, we need to take a look at.
Fight, fundamental, fight, we are! Let's go.
Now, FAMU President Dr. Larry Robinson did end up meeting with the football team, as we reported here on WCTV, to address those concerns. As a result, the university took measures to beef up compliance units revolving around athletics, looking to ensure that a situation like this never happened again. Now, do yourself a favor and view this full documentary. It's really good, and it's exclusively on UNINTERRUPTED's YouTube channel. UNINTERRUPTED did a great job with this, telling the story of these athletes, shining a light on the bright young men that make up FAMU's football program.